A local sober living home in Newport is in need of some extra help in this pandemic. Medical reporter Liz Bonus shares how you can support their mission of hope and help.
Hey guys, hello to you. We know that addiction does not stop in a pandemic. So this week there are a couple opportunities to help those who are in recovery. We first want to go to a graphic that'll tell you a little bit about at Big Ash Brewing. There is a concert and clothing drive tomorrow. It is for the Reset Ministries program. Women say that this program has changed their lives, but they need things like clothing and purses and shoes. You can bring that and you can attend a concert. Now, if you're worried about how they're doing this, take a look. We have another photo for you. See how they have that all set up so you can socially distance and you can still hear music and help a good cause. These women say this program has changed their lives. Breakfast, let alone a hot one. Not something any of these young women take for granted, you see here.
I was on the streets in the cold, miserable. I had nobody. I was alone.
Both Camy Barnard and Pamela Campbell struggled with addiction.
I was in and out of incarceration for almost 10 years.
Until they were accepted into Reset Ministries, right as the coronavirus pandemic was hitting the country.
It's been a struggle with the coronavirus. I would wake up every morning at 4 a.m. to go to work, to know that I was going to be sent home in 2 hours.
Reset Ministries is a faith-based sober living program in northern Kentucky for women and men who want to radically change their lives.
We're all privately funded, so we don't take any government money.
As with other addiction programs, they've struggled as a pandemic and an epidemic have begun to collide.
It's been really challenging financially. I think all of us have kind of pulled back the reins, and so we're no different. You know, funders have tightened up the folks that have contributed to us, so we've seen an impact there.
So you've had to do a lot of this in a very different time. How have you been able to sort of meet the need in this pandemic?
It's been pretty challenging. We've had to come up with new procedures about how people are coming and going in the house. Several people lost their jobs, and people pay rent. They live here, and so when the rent falls off, they're at risk of losing their place in the house because that's just a part of our funding model.
Eric Schweitzer, the executive director here, says even for traditional or insurance-based programs, addiction support is a lot tougher in a lockdown.
Our people need people, and so it's really had an impact at both of our houses for us.
The women here, though, are incredibly resilient, with help from above.
Thank you for the hands that provided it, Lord.
And traditional 12-step programs below. They want those still struggling to find help.
I just believe that God had my back 100%, and Reset had my back 100%.
And hope.
If they're hopeless, if they're feeling hopeless, we've all been there.
Both Pamela and Camy are now several months sober, reminding all of us that if you need addiction help, even in a pandemic, it is here. And if you can support it in some way, lives within it are forever changed. Now, if you can't come tomorrow night and you'd still like to help this great ministry, we have a link for you at local12.com. And medical reporter Liz Bonus will throw it back to you.